Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Imperator Rome. Here today on the channel, we're going to be starting episode 2 of my Eastern Roman Empire campaign on the Fall of Rome mod. So, let's get stuck right into the video. In today's episode, we're going to be redeclaring war upon Persia and pushing them eastward. So guys, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here, let me know in the comment section down below feedback and suggestions for the series thus far, where you'd like me to expand and conquer. I'll put in the description below the mod and the other sort of graphical mods I'm using as well. So in the last episode, they declared war upon us, we managed to beat them, we managed to gain some small territory, and now we're in a time of peace. I've skipped a little bit ahead, rallied up my forces. We currently have just shy of under 200,000 cohorts. Commodore 10 says, ready to go. We're currently under the reign of Flavius Theodosius, who is currently 58 years of age. My line is currently secure through my son, Flavius, soon to be the second. He is currently 14 years of age. I do have 4 children. I have a daughter who unfortunately has died in childbirth. She was married to the current co-consul and, co-emperor rather, of the Western Roman Empire, my son-in-law, who his only male heir, Hostus Theodosius III, is his only son. So we nearly had a bit of a sort of Pompey versus sort of Julius Caesar thing going on here, but luckily for me, they did have a male heir with my daughter, so my alliance with Western Rome is secure for now. Actually, just looking over in the west as well, I have another granddaughter as well. So my grandson is the heir to the Western Roman Empire. So at the moment, looking at the world, Persia is currently getting attacked on 2 fronts. So we are in a perfect position to attack Sasan, the Persian prince. So, they're currently at war with the Indians and also Himyar in the Arabian Peninsula. They're trying to take their territory back, and the Indians are pushing over the border there, which is interesting. The Huns as well are further expanding their conquest westward into Germanic lands, and the Western Roman Empire, my god, is getting absolutely rip-roared apart. So we've got, looks like Lombards taking some territory in Cisalpine Gaul and Gaul itself. The Visigoths have expanded from their small territory in Aquitaine into central Gaul and southern Iberia. The Suebi have expanded as well, and another massive tribe. Oh, who the hell are they? Who's this? Baltica? Catholic Roman Hispanic. Sextilia. Oh, I like the sound of her. Maybe we should have marry into sort of this southern Catholic province. Interesting. They must have seceded territory to the Western Roman Empire. Yeah, okay. Romano-Hispanic. Huh. That's fascinating. Now, talking about Flavius Theodosius, we've got a couple of family things to deal with for now as well. So I do have a son who's 14. I can't marry off just yet. However, my second-born daughter, who's 17, can be married off now. Now, let's dive into the Theodosius line. Now, in the last episode, if you can remember, Manius and Faustus have had a bit of a rivalry, and Faustus was trying to plot against me, so I imprisoned him. So we've got a couple of options we can do with him. We can execute, we can arrange a gladiatorial debut. I'm potentially tempted to do so. Arrange gladiatorial debut, and he's already... Yep, so that's Lucius. Let's have him fight Lucius. Trial by combat. With a proud fanfare and standing applause, Lucius and Faustus took to the sands this day to fight for their very survival in the arena. The crowd responded well to the epic fight, and the outcome seemed uncertain to the last. Until, to literally... no jubilation, Lucius impaled Faustus with a mace. What? Impaled with a mace? Just straight through the rib cage. Imagine getting impaled by a blunt end of a mace. Crikey. With great pomp, our emperor declared Lucius the victor, and to be granted his freedom immediately. I'm not entirely sure why he was imprisoned, to be honest. Maybe because he married an Egyptian wife who is Jewish. Maybe. I don't know. And her name's Timo. Okay, so we need to marry off my daughter as well. So we've just dealt with him. Now, we've actually had a family member come back into public life. Agrippa Theodosius, 42 years of age. He wasn't just randomly generated. I don't know where the hell he came from, to be perfectly honest. But I would like to marry my daughter to Agrippa if I can. I just need to find him. Yes, Agrippa Theodosius. He is currently cold, ambitious, zealous. He is depressed, but he's jealous. He's quite a religious man. Not so much with the finesse or charisma part, but martial's not too bad. I could have potentially married my second daughter to the Western Roman Empire heir. And then sent my daughter away. However, my family tree isn't as big as I would like it at the moment. The hopes of our dynasty fall upon my son, and now, obviously, my son-in-law, Agrippa. So, hopefully the line will continue. Manius does have no children, but it was... yeah, it was... who was it? Hang on. The guy I executed had some children, yeah. Had a daughter, Prima, which I can't control, which is a shame. Okay, so going through sort of our overview, we currently have 828 in the bank, we have manpower of 60k, my martial has been spent, my civic, my oratory power is quite high, we might need to spend that into converting and changing pops, my stability is currently 3 as well, my popularity is currently through the roof, I can actually bring in some better quality people there slightly. So at the moment, Flavius Theodosius is my son and heir, along with Agrippa. Military-wise, I've gone down with heavy infantry discipline plus 10, getting our better quality, comma to 10 says. And I'm also getting a morale buff as well. Tech-wise, we've actually hit all of our available inventions. My national unrest is only -1. I'm currently going with national tax, which I've done some tweaking and testing. That's actually better than my trade buff. Diplomacy-wise as well, there's nothing really else we can do. We can't really negotiate with Nabatea, my vassal, and that's pretty much it. So we still have a peace with the Huns till 71. We're going to have to keep about 800 in the bank to pay that again eventually. Now, our peace with the Persians has expired as well, and we can't really go down any of the decisions just yet. Speaking of divisions, actually, we've got some disloyal provinces. In Armenia Minor, we're currently getting a +3, and I want to try and fix this province here if we can as well. I want to try and get some more. We're already getting fish, we're getting grain. Maybe bribing him might make things a bit better, of course. And the main problem is, what is it exactly? The city is starving. Yeah. So my governor policies currently encourage trade. I've recently just set up a trade route to get more, more grain in. Maybe I need to build some granaries there or something, but I'll just need to keep an eye on that as well. So we currently have just shy of 20 legions, which house about 10,000 per each. So we have 200,000 Romans on the east ready to go to war against Persia. So let's negotiate with them here now and declare war. So we are going to... actually, what does the war deck look like? Okay, so we can go with supremacy. I don't need to. We have enough oratory power to fabricate a claim on them. So let's go with the 91 total pops, and that will be finished on the 6th of April. We'll be back at war with the Persians. After that, the world is my oyster. Let me know in the comments where you would like me to go and take? We could take the Western Roman Empire, as they are sort of in a bit of a state of flux, a massive crisis. The barbarians are at the gates. We could deal with them, or maybe we could go against the Huns. We're going to declare war upon Persia here today now, and we're going to rally up everyone here to go with independent operations. We're actually at a stage now that we've got a lot of commanders here as well, which is fan-bloody-tastic. We've currently got 9,000 defending Macedonia and Greece. We've also got another 9,000 here defending. We've still got my navy here on search and destroy, and we've also got my additional navy sort of protecting Egypt and whatnot. Okay, well, let's speed things ahead and have a crack against them. Oh, conversion by force. Oh, wow. So we've got some political problems here because we are currently Catholic Roman, but the Western Roman Empire, no, it hasn't. But we've had some minor political kerfuffles. What's this? Supposedly the people of Sideros Pontus are struggling with their faith in teachings of Christianity. Our bishops suggest converting them. Okay, we will hold church services all across Sideros, which costs... oh, it's a lot. Religious, but it's the money that I'm concerned about. Okay, let's only hold one ceremony in the center will do, because we need the money, actually. Okay, so everyone's pushing on the initiative still. That's fine. We are at war with the Persians once more. Now, they are currently on a... hang on, where can I swing this? Just sort of see how I'm expanding here. Just in the left corner there. Okay, cool. So... they are currently on a three-frontal war now. We have 60,000 archers to their 14,000, so we massively outnumber them there. They have 20,000 cavalry to our 14,000, so that was something that was massively unmatched in the last war when we faced them. So we're starting to match their heavy Sassanid Persian cavalry. We have 50,000 heavy Roman cohorts to their 21. We have 40,000 Jav cav as well, and they have 12,000 horse archers and only 2,000 Jav cav. We have a sacking here as well. Let's allow the men to roam freely. And we have 39,000 light infantry. We just needed a bit of a breather, you know. We just needed to sit back, relax for about 10 or so years. They declared war upon us quite preemptively. And now that they're in a two-front war, they're in a very bad position. Let's go with minus monthly tyranny, because I might have to spend that a bit. So some of these provinces here are really going into a bad situation. We could go... yeah, it's the religious... this religious disharmony that's happening in the nation. Finances, why we're doing okay. When does this expire? 22nd of January. I think that's rapidly declining too quick. But we'll just need to keep an eye on it. Okay, so we're currently pushing eastward now into Sassanid territory. Oh, okay, what's this? We've got a religious controversy. Oh my god, the dispute over the nature of Christ continues to trouble the church. Oh my god, so the position in Egypt and Syria is that Christ has one divine nature. One controversy has rose up to the point where we cannot avoid it. Wow, so we get to this early on decide the fate of the church. So one option, preserve the status quo. This will surely generate unrest, but at least the outcome is certain. Seek out a compromise position by saying that Christ has two natures, but one divine energy. This might bridge the divide, but could enrage Orthodox practitioners. Crack down on this. This will cause Egypt and Syria to rise in revolt. Okay, so we can preserve the status quo, which will allow us to lose 2 stability. That's a hell of a lot. Embrace a compromise doctrine, could divide the church. 2 options will happen. We'll either get a 60% roll the dice, or we'll lose 3. Eastern Roman Empire changes to Orthodox. Obviously, historically it did, but I don't actually know in this situation what happened. I'm not so clued up to my Catholic and Orthodox division split technically. Crackdown on heresy in Egypt and Syria will rise in revolt. Well, historically it went Orthodox, so I guess we roll the dice on that. -3 stability is massive. It could plunge us into massive debt, but it also could give us stability. Preserve the status quo. Embrace a compromise doctrine. I don't know if the church split this early on. I thought it was a bit later, but I don't know exactly. I'm going to embrace the compromise doctrine and roll the dice on dividing the church. Let's see what happens. Catholic, Roman, I guess it's only a matter of time before we see how these events pan out. Matthias is dead. We bring sad news. Manius Theodosius Lupus was murdered in a vile plot. Oh my god, crikey. And now we don't have a proper governor here. Let's bring in Publius of the Attii. He's Roman Catholic, a good Roman Catholic boy. Let's bring him in. So we're doing quite well here against the Persians already. We're pushing quite well into their northern borders and pushing into Armenia here as well. We're pushing down into the center of Babylonia and the former Seleucid lands. Even though we're currently -4%, we haven't had a single fight against them. Attila the Hun, back once again, demands tribute. We have to pay 800 for a peace, or otherwise it will lead to war. I can't afford to be plunged into debt. Luckily we do have it. I've been saving up for it. So another 5 more years with Attila a Hun not at the gates. We've been very fortunate in this series thus far. But once we annex and take Persia here today, which I imagine we will, just looking at our numerical supremacy, we've just got it. We've actually had our first fight against the Persians here, and it was a hell of a fight in the north by the look of it. Holy crap, we're victorious. My emperor. During the struggle, 8,000 of our... okay, right, so... Right, so there was 22,000 facing off against 12,000 of theirs. During the struggle, 8,000 of our troops were killed. The Persians lost the battle. We killed 4.4. So it was a hell of a fight by the look of it. And we've had our first fight against the Persians here today, and it's led within a victory. Excellent stuff. Omen duration. What should I go for here? Primary culture happiness, FUG. Let's go with that. And these are still going down in happiness as well. I'm still thinking whether or not to risk it till January. We've had another fight here, another victory. Fantastic. We have lost more than them, but we're doing alright. Impatience is a virtue. Flavius Theodosius has becoming increasingly restless of late. Okay. Oh, my son has come of age, I believe. Yes, my son is 17 years of age now. Flavius Theodosius. Excellent stuff. We need to find a proper wife for him. Okay, already I've had a look at the Theodosius line. We could marry him to Theodosius Prima. She's okay. She's cruel, assertive, 5 martial. She is the daughter of Faustus, who did die. What about any of these other ones? Yeah, I would kind of like to keep it in the family. What are some others? Marcellus here. What else have we got? More sort of Greeks. Pompey. There's a fair few Roman families. They're getting a lot more prominent. I've got to keep an eye on them. The Attii. She's 20. Maybe marrying into the Attii might be a better idea, but I kind of want to keep things in-house. 375 prominence. Attii 190. So we still have the supremacy. I might marry him to her then, so... unless we could snatch a Westerner, that could be another option as well. Marry one of my nephews. She's currently 16. Oh, 12 martial? That's pretty crazy. disciplined, devout, rash. I'm tempted to do that. So that is technically this is my granddaughter by Theodosius III, Theodosius Prima. Arrange marriage. Yeah, okay, here we go. A royal union event has come up. In the interest of future cooperation, we should decide which of our royal lines might offer in marriage to the royal house. So Flavius is the clear choice. Propose marriage. This option will have no effect. Yes, so let's marry my granddaughter with my son. Hopefully they accept. Marriage approved. The Western Roman house has graciously accepted our offer of royal marriage. Theodosius Prima has arrived in the Eastern Roman Empire in order to meet her betrothed, Flavius Theodosius. May our two nations prosper as a result of this mutual display of affection. Obviously, the two Theodosiuses were related, but we've also got a claim now on the Western Roman Empire territory once more. So now that's been sorted. I could have married... which one was it? Yes, Theodosius Prima, who is also not too bad, but... yeah, nah, I think she... just because of that crazy martial stats. Like, there's some really, really good stats we got there. Roman, Catholic, 12 martial, charisma. Hopefully that can bleed along down to my future successors. Okay, we've got some central sieges here as well in Babylon. Good. And they're currently 27% towards capitulation. There's been a pillage. After the siege, troops run riot in murder. Resulting in murder. Despite this popular account, we should consider... okay. So should we charge the soldiers from acting rashly? No, let it go. Insist on an oath of allegiance. Demand that the wealth is split. Let's insist on an oath of allegiance. Okay, still continuing upon the initiative. We're doing really quite well here. We've had another sensational fight. It's just they've been divided and conquered. That's what's going on. Flavius has resigned. Flavius Theodosius. Oh, okay, right. So I missed an event. I promised my son a position. Okay, that's fine. Does he want this province as a position? He's only 3 martial. What is he useful at? Zeal. Yeah, let's bring him into the religious advances. Give him a religious position. And we'll bring in a better quality governor here. Volminius. Let's bring you in then. Okay, and religion-wise, 22nd. I might go with a national unrest buff just to fix things up. So -2. Now, will that get the provinces back in order? National unrest, war exhaustion 2. We've had another death here. No. It's mostly specific problems with the provinces, which I need to fix. No matter. Flavius Theodosius requests responsibility. The heir of the Eastern Roman Empire has asked to take on some of the responsibilities of rulership from Flavius Theodosius. Though young, Flavius is confident that he has the necessary capabilities to be an effective administrator. Prominence. He is not ready to rule. Loyalty goes down. We can bribe my son. Let's give him a chance. I would say he's not ready to rule, and we'll properly bribe the boy to shut up and get on with his princely duties. Benefiting stature. Oh, would you look at this? Flavius Theodosius is settling into his role well. Oh, come on. Whilst he is of the belief that he's one for the man of stature, he decided to show his gratitude by offering a small donation to the state. Isn't this my money? Where's he got 980 from? Like, come on, Theodosius. Have you sort of, like, shook the priests a bit. Sort of pushed them down. Okay, so the Persians only have 8,000 archers. They still have a lot of their army left. But we are really carving up Persia here now. Oh, there's 15k there. And my army is somewhat split. You need to be hauling ass out of there, my friend. And getting some of you back here. We're doing quite well in the north here. 50% towards capitulation now. And he's been caught. I knew he was going to get caught. We've had a defeat, unfortunately. Okay, we're still doing oh, what is this? I was going to say we're still doing well in Persia. There's been a collapse. Although Tiberius is responsible for the oversight. Okay, so there's been a sculpture that's killed a bunch of people, unfortunately. Whoa! 1,000? Oh, God. Tiberius, mate. Why have you gone and done this? Right, so we have him flogged. His loyalty is already massively... Tiberius, Master of the Guard. God damn, man. Like, we just have to have him flogged. Hopefully his loyalty doesn't rocket too far down. We just need to keep an eye on him. Okay, the Persians still have some troops further in the south. And we've subsequently been defeated in the centre. We're just stretching a little bit too thin by the look of it. 64. If we can get to 99 or 100, that would be magnificent. Financially, we're making 13. We probably could maybe get some mercenaries in if we really need to. But we're pushing into the heartland of Persia now. Looks like they stopped their war with the Indians, but with Himyar in the Arabian Peninsula, they are still at war. We've had another good victory against them. 11k here. So we've currently lost 34,000 to their 23. Navigating through the harsh Persian plains has been somewhat difficult, but we are winning many victories where we can. Let's go with Omen Duration for now. Another victory. Ooh. We've committed down here and we've not won. Still 70% towards capitulation though. We've won a hell of a lot more than them. We might need to bring some mercenaries in just to speed things up. There's like 21,000 here, which I'm tempted to bring in. Bang in the center, bring you in. Hopefully we don't lose too much money. We've got 1.5k in the bank, because we have lost a bit. Oh no! Decimus Pompeius has been captured by the Persians. It's just such a long and windy sort of country, and my manpower has been incredibly dropped as well. Okay, it's sort of a bit back and forth here. Yeah, as a precaution, I'm going to bring in another lot of mercenaries as well, because I really want to get this war wrapped up. We definitely can annex and take and claim most of Persia. Whew. We've won a lot of good victories early on. We've managed to build up and strengthen. Hostus has been captured as well. Shit. Yeah. Being at war with 3 people, we consolidated and went and focused on getting retribution for their surprise war. They sort of haven't, have they? Okay, we've got a title unassigned. We need a court philosopher. Let's bring in Gaius. And need to keep an eye on those provinces as well. We have a couple of prisoners abroad, which is unfortunate. Okay, looking at the Western Roman Empire for now, the Vandals have taken a hell of a lot of territory in southern Italy. They've even taken Rome itself. Oh no! The fall of Rome has happened. The barbarians have taken the ancient city and the port of Ostia. It's only going to be a matter of time how long they sort of hold out here. Family-wise, Flavius Theodosius has had a daughter. And unfortunately... Oh no, she is pregnant. Oh, that's good. I didn't know that. That it says they're pregnant. Oh, Agrippa's having a child. That's good. And she's 19. Theodosius Terra. I could marry her off. Okay, looking at the royal families, who is the sort of highest here? We want to sort of bridge the gap a bit. The Attii, I think, is probably the one to go for. 118 is the highest. Okay, so the head of the Attii is Camillus, who is 69, and he has a son who's currently 1. Okay, the heir is Decius, who's currently 24. He's a good commander. All the rest are actually quite old. Lucius is 42. I think we'll marry Decius to my daughter. I think. That's what I want to do. You know what? I kind of want to keep it in the family, though. I want to try and keep them, but she's 16, so she could be useful in 16 years if another son comes or a nephew. I think I'll keep her. I don't think it's too much of a concern just yet to be worried about the other families. Okay, Attila demands another tribute. And that will force another piece to 81. I'm going to have to pay it up. That's what you have to do in this Eastern Roman campaign. It's a fine line. You've got to pay the barbarians to the north. We can't not. Oh, then there's other sort of stuff like this, isn't it? Yeah. You know, we're going to have to let the priests complain because we can't afford the payment to the priesthood. Okay, the Persians are still taking massive losses. We've actually pushed them all the way to the sea here. We've got 8,000 against their 2,000, and another one of the Persian armies has bitten the dust. We do lack a governor in the north. Sextus here, Volminius, Possumus. He is the son of the bishop, and he's Roman Catholic. Let's allow him to be brought in. Inventions-wise, let's go with research points. Okay, call for peace. War exhaustion is quite high. Let's get this down somewhat, because I want to try and hit 100%. Okay, and what about the Persians? They've lost 50,000 to our 86. There's still, like, we've even got, like, troops pushing up here. We're going to win this war, but it's just going to take a matter of time. Okay, up in the north, we have 9.6 facing our 5k. And, oh, looking at our 1,000 might hold out here. No way. Oh, no, with victory. Oh, we had victory in the south, right. Not there, though. Our army got crushed. Yeah. We're getting to the stage now that we're, like, massively relying on mercenaries. Which is probably what we're going to have to do. Okay, so that national unrest debuff didn't really help us out too much. So we're going to go back to national tax, which will give us a 20% tax buff. And look at that. 60 per turn now. And we're actually just going to be able to straight up get a bunch of mercenaries where we can. Instead of actually recruiting our own troops, we just don't need to. Oh, we need some researchers. We need a civic and a oratory one. Right, let's bring in Sextus and Gaius here will be just fine. And we also lack another governor here. Let's bring in Volminius. So there seems to be 20,000 in the center here. If we focus it, we could just push up and try and wrap them up here. Because at the moment, we're going to win. We're going to beat the Persians here today. It's inevitable. We just need to get rid of their main army. So if we focus this, I would say she's all over Red Rover. If I'm being honest. Can we bring in some small amounts of mercenaries? We can. I believe our coffers are looking bare for the state. We don't need another fortress. It's a bit of a waste of money. So, let's leave you there. Right, let's try and focus these armies here and try and phase them out. Let's try and get rid of this. And finish off this war once and for all. Numerically, we still have the numbers. We also still have the financial capacity to bring in future mercs. Come on, we need that little bit more in. Oh, we might have... Oh, we just lost that. Oh, because we didn't hit them at the same time. That's why. Alright, they've come back a little bit on us. Those mercenaries we hired have been caught. But they might just earn their pay. And they have. Oh, March of Time. How sad. Oh, no. Flavius Theodosius is currently 67. And gout has found him at his old age. Okay. There's still one army in and around here that is evading us. Or is that's both of them. It's the one in the north now. So we actually got them. They actually committed that. Wow, the mercs actually did quite well. Alright, maybe just try and put everyone back to independent and try and get that northern host. Because we hit the two larger armies. It's just this army up in the north now. And funnily enough, the mercs I got are actually a lot closer to the other ones. We've still got like 2k pushing all the way to India here. That's crazy. Okay, we just need to finish these guys up in the north as well. Oh, we've had another victory as well. Oh, and the mercs did their job. Good. Right, so there's only 8.5 and the 6. We've got them here. Now, that was the main two fights, because they had about 30k left. Yeah, look at this now. They've massively been rocketed down. 3.8, 8.2, 6.8, and now they're 80% towards capitulation. We've got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. And that should be another one as well. Who is the heir? Or who is the current leader? Oh, Asan the Wolf. Is that what his name is? Do I have a specific traded name? No, I don't. I thought I might have. Rightio then, guys. Well, unfortunately, on that note, I think it's time to end the video here. We've defeated another Persian army. But they're massively on the back foot now. 82% towards capitulation. It's taken us like 46 minutes to even just take this part of Persia. Like, logistically, it's just a nightmare to take. We've defeated their armies now, and we're going to be able to conquer their territory. Oh, what's happened here? Oh, no. Okay, so there's been a massive development in the north. So the Franks and Paris have arose. The Huns are having a civil war. Attila the Hun is now dead. Succumbed to a highly stressful environment. His son, Attila, is now currently ruling. And the Khans have broken everything up. Oh, man. The Danube Huns have broken away. That's hilarious. We've also got some Gepids, Germanic tribes. The Ostrogoths have arose as well. And the Alans. And there's even more Gothic tribes here as well. Oh my god. The age of Attila the Hun has ended. Who has been siphoning my coffers for years. Wow, okay. So it looks like for the next episode, we're going to be going against the Danube Huns and then the Huns themselves. Or maybe we could go against the Western Roman Empire. Let me know what you think. So I'm going to end today's episode here, episode 2. We've defeated the Persians here today. It was a hell of a fight. We managed to take a lot of territory quite early on. We had a bit of a fight in the centre here. We've massively had to rely on mercenaries, as you can see here now. Flavius Theodosius is currently 67 years of age. His line is currently secure through his son, who's 24, who has 2 daughters as well. If there was a succession crisis, it would fall to my son-in-law Agrippa, who has another daughter as well, who is married to my daughter. And there's obviously like the Roman line there as well. We're still going to marry off my 22-year-old daughter. A lot of daughters coming into the family tree. We need some male heirs, so we can sort of keep it in the family where we can. There's been another invention. Let's go with capital imports as well. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Got to say a huge thank you to Paradox Interactive as well for sending me a copy of Imperator Rome and making this Let's Play possible. I'll put the Fall of Rome mod in the description below if you guys would like to download it and play along with me. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you would like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box. These days, to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.